The buying process, this is where I really want you guys to think. Here's what I know. They don't know you. They then fill out some information. They say, hey, talk to me. Then they're a prospect. Maybe they are somebody that is interested in exploring. Then they're qualified. It makes sense for them to do it. They're a good fit. You're a good fit. We're kind of in a good spot here. Maybe there's time for a proposal. I like that proposal. Here's my money. And you know what? I liked so much about what you did. I'll introduce you to my friends. What happens is that most people go, hey, I need to get better at closing. And so I always go, okay, well, how many deals do you have on the table right now? Well, no, like it's like this, but I need to make sure I'm better at closing. I'm like, so which deals are we trying to close right now? Oh, okay. So in order to have proposals, how many qualified prospects right now are you trying to make sure that you're increasing that score with them, increasing that relationship? Are you getting the stakeholders? What are you doing right there to make sure you're strengthening that group? Well, no, you got to understand I need closing. Okay, so you don't have enough meetings. So how many people are you talking to? And then you go back. So you work it backwards. Be like, there's nothing, you can't control that outcome of how many people buy. You can only control the activities that you do. And too many people are worried in sales, how do I sell this person? What you should be worried about, I need to fill my calendar with meetings, and I should get better at filling my calendar with meetings with people that might be a good fit and have good conversations, really nail the pre-call planning, have great dialogues, see what they're doing. Again, whether they buy or not, if your calendar is filled with people that look like they'd be good potential clients, by default, by association, you will get your customers that will come through. Kendall? Yeah.
Excelente.
But was ready. I took a sip. Okay. So we look at this. This is what I look at is the sort of micro conversions. Too many people go, I have this many leads, this many sales. I'm like, let's look through this and let's see where the gaps are. Let's see how your booking rate is. Let's see how the contact rate is. Let's see how many appointments you're having. Let's see how many of those are qualified. What score are they at? Let's look at the pipeline. Just really get in, just curious about where these people are. When I look at reports, I'm not, I'll put you on the spot. Maybe you guys can answer this. If I look at a report and 7 people show up out of 10 for an appointment, what number matters most to me? 7 people showed up out of 10. I booked 70%, not bad. Come on, guys, jump in. I'm giving you just a 1 number challenge. Come on. 7, okay. Anybody else? Maybe. Kendall, what do you think?
I'm just going to go with the opposite, 3.
Kind of a trick question. When I started building my reports, I realized that a lot of the CRMs we're using, they only show the people that did something versus the people that were going to do something. I wanted to know what happened to those 3. I wanted to know why. Did I miss something? What happened? Did I not follow up? Did I miss something? What's the conversation? What can I learn from the things that didn't move forward? If I looked and I did all my cadence, the quality was there, I did all the things I said, and it just didn't work, that's fine. But if I miss stuff, that's where the best opportunity in your business is going to be. Good job, Kendall.
Thanks.
So the buying process, think about your guys that you're working with. They're going to look at symptoms, maybe a new way, so they're curious. They're going to put their hand up and say, hey, can I talk to you about something? They're willing to brainstorm. This is what I want you to hold really dear to yourself. You don't need to talk about solutions. You need to brainstorm ways that they could, are they even aware of what problem is? By the end of the first part of the discussion, is there even an agreed upon need? Not that they agree on you, but that they agree there's a need. Cool. What are some ways that you're looking to solve this? Okay. And you help them brainstorm what could they do, right? Then they understand paths, options, solutions. Then they enlist the buying committee. So who are you going to talk to about this? What does that look like? What do you think they're going to say? We empower them to be able to sell to their buying committee. What's going to happen? How are you going to do this? I hate when I let somebody go sell for me to their spouse, their business partner, their executives. I'm like, you're not equipped to do this. How do I make sure that they're going to be able to do it the right way? They see the value versus the cost of staying the same, and they understand the implementation plan. Once all that's in place, then we make a sale. So the reason I'm showing you guys this is I want you to think that your sales that you're working on is a multiple step process, and it really does have to kind of check through this. And if these things aren't in place, you might still get a deal, but the likelihood drops. If you're intentional about these things and go, have I done this? If you go through this, make it a checklist. And I know for me, I don't go far enough until I fully get that this is going to make some you know what? I get it. So I'm hearing this. It goes like this. Here's what we're trying to do. If we do that, then you can do this. Yeah. Okay. So it makes sense. If I can't see it, I'll just be honest. I'm like, I don't see it yet. I'm totally confused about this. Help me understand this part. And if you tend to that, your clients will love you for it. Final thoughts, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's spot on. I have nothing to add.
Hey, perfect.
Yeah.
I nailed that slide. Gaining commitment. Again, there's lots of stuff, psychology, commitment, and commitment. I'll go back to mirror neurons. I've got a thing where I do call reviews with people, and there's all these ways to ask questions, share insights, the right energy, how you open, all this kind of stuff. Gaining commitment is the one thing that even if you screw everything up, you can do commitment. I'm gonna actually do this for a second. You can get commitment just because of who you are and how your energy is. If me and Kendall have even an okay conversation, or if we have a great conversation, if at the end of that I go, so what do you think? Is that something you'd be interested in? I'm like, let me know if that you want to move forward. And this energy of like this versus, you know what, Kendall, I honestly think this is perfect for you guys. If we do this and this, you're gonna be able to have these things. I think we should get going. Are you ready to get rolling? If I'm leaning in, that's the difference between asking with an exclamation versus asking with a question mark. If I know this is going to help her, I need to tell her. The mirror neuron is going to be like, he's confident and he believes in this. So if he's confident, I'm confident. However, if the mirror neuron's the other way, the spidey sense goes, wait a sec, everything's going this direction. Something just happened. They don't believe in what they just told me. The whole thing falls apart.